So in this video, we are going to learn how to add cancelled Shopify order details in PostgreSQL. Let's say you have created your e-commerce store using Shopify and you're using PostgreSQL as a database platform. Now you want that whenever an order is cancelled in your Shopify store, automatically you want to add the order details in PostgreSQL. So let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. In this automation, as an order will be cancelled by the customer or your team members, automatically will take the details of the same order and automatically add the order details as a record in PostgreSQL. Now, if you want to learn how you can set up this complete automation all by yourself, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my Shopify account. Now I want that on my Shopify account, whenever my team members or the customer cancels any order, I want to add the details of the same cancelled order in my PostgreSQL database. So this is my PostgreSQL database which I have created on Supabase. Now we want to send the order cancellation details from Shopify to Postgres, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect to automate this complete process. Now to get started with Pabbly Connect, you will get a free sign-up link in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. After creating your account and coming to this dashboard, we have to create an automation workflow over here. For that, just click on this create workflow button and give this workflow a name. Let's say I'll name it as Shopify to PostgreSQL. You can basically give any other name as per your choice. Then just select the folder of the Pabbly Connect account in which you want to set up this automation and click on create. And as you click on create here, you can see the workflow will open in front of us. In this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with the trigger step. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our Shopify account, our Shopify store with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step, so that whenever an order is cancelled by us or by the customer in our Shopify account, automatically the details of the same cancelled order will be received inside Pabbly Connect and this automation workflow will trigger. Then after that, using this Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to send the details of the same cancelled order and add those details in our PostgreSQL database. So let's see how it is done. Starting from our trigger step, here in Choose App, search for Shopify. Select Shopify version 2, and after that, here in Trigger Event from this drop-down, select the trigger event as Order Cancelled. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now we have to add this webhook URL in our Shopify account. And to do this, we just have to follow the instructions given below over here. So we will just copy this webhook URL from here and then go to our Shopify account. After coming to Shopify account, from the left sidebar, go to Settings, and under Settings, go to Notifications. After coming to Notifications, click on this webhooks option. And then here we are going to add the webhook URL. Click on Create Webhook, and here in this dialog box, the first thing it asks us is the event. So from this drop down, we are going to select the event as Order Cancellation. The format will be JSON, and here in the field of URL, as you can guess, we have to enter the exact same webhook URL which Pabbly Connect gave us. Just copy it from here and paste it over here. After pasting the webhook URL, here in Webhook API version from this drop-down, select latest and click on save. And as you click on save, here you can see that this webhook URL is now added in our Shopify account. After adding this webhook URL, here in our Pabbly Connect workflow, you can see it is showing us waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to capture some response of a cancelled order from Shopify. So let's do it. We'll go to a Shopify account over here and then we will go to orders section. Here, I'm just going to mark any order as cancelled over here to capture this test response. So I'll just open this order over here. This order is of Digital Marketing Mastery, this particular course. The total amount is 4,999. And the name of the customer who has placed the order over here is Demo User. And this is the address and this is the email address. Now after this, what we are going to do, I'll go to More Actions and click on this Cancel Order button. Here we are just going to cancel this order and refund the customer right now and click on Cancel Order. Now as I click on Cancel Order, here you can see that this order is marked as cancelled in my Shopify account. And then here in our Pabbly Connect workflow in the trigger step, you can see instantly within seconds, we have received the response. And in this response, you can see the details of the exact same order which we have cancelled just now. Here you can see the same total price of the order over here, that is 4,999. We have the currency as Indian rupees. We'll scroll down further and we'll get the details of the customer whose order it was. So here you can see we have the address of the customer, we have the phone number, name of the customer, and rest of the details too. We'll scroll down further and you'll get the details of the product which was added in that order. So we'll just get the product name. So let's scroll down and search for the response of the product name. And here it is. This is the name of the same course which the customer has ordered, whose order we have cancelled over here. So in this way, all the details of an order being cancelled are received from Shopify inside our Pabbly Connect workflow. Now, after this, what we want to do in the next step, we want to basically send these details of the order and also the details of the customer and add these details in our PostgreSQL database. And to do this, we will just scroll down, come to this action step, and here in Choose App, we will search for PostgreSQL. After selecting PostgreSQL, here in Action Event from the drop-down, select the action event as Insert Row into a table. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here, we have to connect our PostgreSQL account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the username, password, host name, database, and port. All of these details of our PostgreSQL account. Now I have set up my PostgreSQL database using Supabase. So I'll just go to the same database which we have set up in Supabase and then I'll just click on this connect button. After clicking on connect, this window will appear in front of us. We will just scroll down and here after that, under this transaction pooler, if you click on this view parameters option, you can see all of these details. We have the host, port, database and username over here. Now what we have to do, we have to basically one by one copy all of these details from here and then paste it over here in the Pabbly Connect connection window. And for security reasons, the password is not mentioned. So whatever password you have set up for your PostgreSQL database, you have to enter the same password too. So let me just enter all of these details. Okay, so I have entered all the details of my PostgreSQL account over here. After entering these details, just click on Save. And as we click on Save, we will see our PostgreSQL account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, the first thing it asks us is the table ID. So in this dropdown, you can see a list of all the tables which I have created in my PostgreSQL database. Out of all of this, I have created a table named as cancelled Shopify orders. And this particular table, we want to add the details of the cancelled order. So from this dropdown in our Pabbly Connect workflow, we are going to select this table over here. After selecting the table, all the columns of data which we have added in this table can be seen over here inside Pabbly Connect as fields. And one by one, the details of the cancelled order which we have received from Shopify in the trigger step, one by one, we have to basically send or add all of these details into this action step of PostgreSQL database. So let's see how you can add the trigger step responses into the action step. The first field which we have is of order ID. The first column which we have in our table is order ID. So we'll just click on this field over here and from the drop down, from Shopify responses, we are going to search for the response of ID over here and then we are going to map the response of order ID as well. After mapping the order ID, here we have to enter the date and time, that at what date and time this order was cancelled. So here you can see in the Shopify responses, we have this response of updated at. And this is the date and time at which this order was last updated. So we are going to select this updated at over here and map it over here. Then it is asking us for the name. So we'll just click on this field of name and here we'll just search for the response of the name of the customer. Then after that, out of all of these responses, we are going to select the response of the first name of the customer and it will be mapped. Then we'll add a space and map the last name as well. Then after that, it is asking us for the email. So here we'll just search for the response of email and map the response of customer email. Then we are going to map the mobile number of the customer as well. So let's search for the phone number of the customer and map it. Then it is asking us for the product. So we'll just search for the response of the product name. And here it is, a line item title. Select it and map it to. Then we'll map the response of quantity, that what was the quantity of the product which the customer has ordered and the total amount. So in this way, we have basically mapped all of these details into the respective field of a PostgreSQL table. At last, it is asking us for the cancellation reason over here. So I'll just search for the response of reason over here and map it to. So here we have mapped all the details into the respective field. And after mapping all of these details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. And as we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received the response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here, basically the details of the cancelled order which we have received from our Shopify account, is now added as a new record in PostgreSQL. So let's check it. We will just go to a PostgreSQL table over here and refresh it once. And yes, here you can see that in our PostgreSQL database, a new record is added. And these are the details of the same customer of the same order which is just now cancelled in our Shopify store. This means the automation between Shopify and PostgreSQL which we have created using Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. Now after setting up this automation, we are going to test this automation workflow once. We will just go to a Shopify store and then we will go to this order section. Here I'm going to open another order and we are going to mark this order as cancelled. So let's click on cancel order. In cancellation reason, let's say I'm selecting payment decline and click on cancel order. Now here you can see that in our Shopify account just now we have cancelled another order. Now we'll go to our PostgreSQL database and we will just refresh this page once. And yes, here you can see that instantly within seconds, the order which we have cancelled in our Shopify store is automatically added as a record with the same details in our PostgreSQL database. And here we have all the details of the cancellation and the cancellation reason as declined over here too. This means this automation between Shopify and PostgreSQL using Pabbly Connect is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this exact same automation workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can just do it for absolutely free.
So if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with others, or if you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can always write us in the comment box below or email us at support@pabbly.com. Also, you can post your queries on our forum as well. And if you want to check the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.